Mike Kennedy with you. Now we're doing the actual entree out of this menu 3 chicken noodles and vegetables in sauce. Oh, they've got it in Spanish too underneath it, and in small lettering. So for this, we're going to use our ration heater and, of course, the actual chicken noodles. Let's see, we're going to be using our MRE spoon. I like these spoons. They're really durable. And, you know, I keep a few of them in our silverware drawer. Just neat for when you need a longer spoon. Now, they finally started, you know, it used to be they'd have the tear mark going across here. So you needed this to reach down to the bottom. Well, I guess soldiers, some of them, started tearing them the long way instead, or cutting them. So the government finally said, well, that makes a lot more sense. Now they could actually, with these smaller ones, you know, you get less depth there. They could even make the spoon smaller. They have a sleeve too that you can put the meal in, and you can use for a holder even. This time we're gonna skip. Usually you put this in that and then in the heater, and I'm gonna skip that because I haven't been having too great luck with these heaters lately. Usually the ones in the regular size, the complete MREs, work. Usually if you get a reduced sodium one, they won't work. And I guess you kind of have to know that. So what are we using for a cutting tool today? We have the Odenwolf knife. This is a full tang knife, 440 C steel. You know, fairly thick. This was a review copy. In other words, they sent it to me saying, hey, would you review our knife? You know, and I did. It's got about 2,000 or so views now. I'll put a link to it below. The only negative thing I could, well, everything's made in China now, right? But the only real negative thing I could think about this knife, really, I like the way it feels in my hand. I put something on here for more visibility. It's got this nice snap-in case, really positive, you know. It didn't come super sharp, so you probably want to touch it up a little bit. Now these are all things that can easily rip, so I don't know if I can do it with on a piece. Yeah, there we go. There. I'm going to tear it the rest of the way, but just keeping the theme, I'm going to try to, as we do these videos and drop things in the car, pick a different kind of knife to use, or explain a different part of a knife in the case of multi-tools. Back again, I dropped my accessory pack and my dessert. I did off camera do the raspberry and applesauce, and that is really good. I like the taste of that a lot. The two flavors kind of complement each other. We've still got the beverage-based tropical punch. These, to me, are really bad. But that's just me. But again, if I was, you know, I'm sure if I was out in certain situations, being able to have this would be great. You know, sometimes when you purify water, you end up with an aftertaste in it. Either it's the taste of the actual water itself, because when you're purifying it or making it drinkable or potable, they call it, you're just killing bacteria. You're really doing nothing to change the water that much. So, you know, having something like this to add could help. I should experiment with this. In one of my videos, I showed that adding vitamin C removes a chlorine taste. So if you've got, you've used a type of water purification tablet, or you actually use bleach or whatever, adding something with vitamin C in it will destroy that. And this does have 50 milligrams, micrograms, sorry. I can't see the writing, it's so small. But 60% of your vitamin C. So I think that would neutralize the chlorine taste and things. It actually binds the chlorine up so you can't taste it. You're still drinking it, but you can't taste it. So we're going to add some water. Not too much. You can see I filled it up to the line there. And that's kind of hard to see on camera, but I did. Then we're going to put the meal right inside of it. Here we are. It's hitting that little, the little crack in there. So we scoot it all the way down there. Oh look, I never had one do that. Just because I'm on camera, this thing isn't going to behave. And I can tell you right now, it doesn't, these aren't usually leaks like this. I can take this right out. Oh look, it's smoking. It's starting to work. It makes a really obnoxious smell. They tell you not to do it. You could do, they tell you how many you could do in a vehicle. So I assume it isn't horribly bad, or they would say don't use in a, you know, don't have it, use it in a vehicle at all. But we know, you know, sometimes people don't have, soldiers, which these are made for, don't have the option of eating something where they want to, you know, sitting on a tree stump with a beautiful background or whatever. They may be stuck in a foxhole or a tank or something like that. So what we do now is I'm going to kind of squish this around because I want that entire pack in there to get wet. And so now we're going to lay it at a little bit of an angle, at about a 45-degree angle. And we're going to time it for 10 minutes. And I won't yak for 10 minutes. I'll spare you that. But no, I do like this knife. I guess I like the way it holds. I like this, you know, basically, I don't know if the first people to use these polymer things, but I would think it would have been more of, you know, these are like the ones they have. I don't know if it will lock both ways. Let's put it in the wrong way. Oh, it does. That's good, because then, depending on whether you're, oh, the thing's filling up, whether you're right-handed or left-handed, you can put it in, you know, you hang it on your belt, and you can decide which orientation to put it in. So that's good. Although to me it does look like it's made to go this way, but it's interesting it locks the other way as well. Back in a few. So here we are. It is very hot in the bottom, especially. So let's see. You can see it's steaming a little bit. We're giving off fumes, I should say. goodness. Oh, it's got a tear point, a second tear point to help you get it open. That's neat. I don't know if those were always like that or not. Okay, so we definitely have, it's much hotter in the bottom where more water is, and not as hot there. And so what they suggest now here, which of course I can feel, is that the side that was up isn't as hot as the other side. So they say to mush it around a little, which we've done. And now we're ready to give it a try with our MRE spoon. Sure. We're all set to try it. There we go. All right. We'll do the deed. We'll rip it. And we'll try it. I don't, sometimes these don't look very appetizing, but they taste pretty good. Here we go. Let's give it a try. Yeah, and I've got to say that this side, it isn't as hot. It's this side is hot, this side isn't. So you do have to mix it up. But it's good. This wouldn't be my favorite MRE, but definitely good enough. And it's got chicken in it and everything. Yeah, I like it. If I was out and about doing whatever, this would be certainly something that I would like. So, we got a thumbs up. We've got the chicken noodles and vegetables and sauce. And we've got the Odenwolf full tang knife. Bye.